Good afternoon from the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse, home of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals. On the volleyball side, as they host the Lewis and Clark Trailblazers, Mineral Area 11-3 on the season. Lewis and Clark is 3-8. They're Region 24, Division 2. Mineral Area Region 16, Division 1. It's the Kevin Ball Auto Body pregame show on KFMO Sports Plus, your home for MAC Athletics in the Parkland. That is KFMO Sports Plus. Jared Pettis with you on this wonderful Friday afternoon, turning evening time here in the Parkland. Beautiful weather outside, but we're in the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse for some Mineral Area College volleyball. The Lady Cardinals coming off of the Blazer Classic in Vincennes, Indiana. They went 2-1 over in Indiana. They did lose to the host club Vincennes in straight sets, but beat Spoon River and Wabash Valley in straight sets. Overall on the day, in 9 total sets, they won 6 and lost 3. After that, 2 days ago on Wednesday, they were at East Central in a region matchup. A conference matchup, that is, with East Central, and they won it in straights 25-15, 25-10, 25-10. Lewis and Clark on the other end, though, they have had a busy week, and it wraps up tonight with the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals here at the Bob. They've played in 3 straight days, if you count tonight, after a tournament out southwestern Illinois, where they lost to the host club Swick in 5 sets, 25-21, 25-18, 15-25, 15-25, 12-15. Lewis and Clark then beat St. Louis Community College in 4 sets, 25-21, 17-25, 26-24, 25-22. Following that up with the back-to-back games in 2 nights, Lewis and Clark at Lincoln Land, they lost in straights, 25-15, 25-22, 25-9, then lost to the Missouri Baptist Junior Varsity squad yesterday in 3 sets, 27-25, 25-19, 25-22. Now, the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals were going to play Missouri Baptist. That was canceled, though, so they aren't playing that one, as that one has been wiped off the slate as of next week. It is the Kevin Ball Auto Body pregame show on KFMO Sports Plus, your home for Mineral Area College athletics in the Parkland. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach of the Lady Cardinals, Tim Copeland, in his 19th season. His club 11-3 on the season as they get the Lewis and Clark Trailblazers from the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse tonight. Our conversation with Coach Copeland right after this. Joined on the Kevin Ball Auto Body pregame show by the head coach of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals at his 19th season, Tim Copeland. Coach, coming back from the Blazer Classic this weekend, then you played at East Central, picked up a win there. Overall, since the last time we've seen you, you're 3-1 rather. What have you made from the last couple of weeks, and have you seen any growth from your team?
I think we have some growth, but we also have some still flat starts, and over the weekend, we played Vincennes up there and lost to them, but we're 23-21 down, and then we're up 24-22 and lose, and it's just those kind of games that we're just not finishing and not quite getting that last little push when you need to finish a game like that. Kind of like the Jeffco game, we're up 23-21, we lost up there. It's like you take the first game, you never know what might happen. Change of momentum, energy, all that. So we're still starting out a little flat sometimes, and then having runs, and then flat again and having runs. So we're hoping to get a couple of girls back. I got 2 injured now, so Ella's still out with her foot, and then Peyton is out with a knee, so both the 2 middles are out. So we're a little bit banged up, but still got to play through it.
Have you noticed anything from the players that have been able to step up in that role to try and take it over for the time being?
Well, you have a situation where you have your starters now pretty much, and then when somebody goes down, you hope that people are prepared and ready to step in for that role or that opportunity. So I tell everybody from day one, you may not start the first day, but there's always an injury, there's always a sickness, there's always a back or something. So always be ready for when your opportunity comes, and then maybe you get more than one opportunity. So the couple of girls have stepped up and taken the opportunity, but we'll see how the injuries go and hopefully get them back next week.
Who were the couple of girls that you had mentioned stepping up in that role?
Defensively, we had a little bit of change. I changed libero a little bit, went to Katie was libero, and Grace from Farmington playing a little left back. Her and Summer's been trading off some time. And then Maya has stepped in the middle part since Peyton's knees messed up. So we'll kind of see how it goes tonight. It's the first time playing with that new change. Ella went out the first game of the season, so that change kind of has been the same. But then Peyton going out being a starter and in the middle, so she's not in there. So Maya's going to get some time tonight. We'll see how that goes, but she should be fine.
I think this is a question I asked you last year when you had some injuries early on. Is at this point in the season that and injuries are never a good thing, but is it good to be able to get those girls in there on different rotations?
Well, you never want injuries, and the best teams I've had have always been good talent, but injury-free or aches and bruises, not sprained ankles, knees, and all that kind of stuff. So you have to have a little bit of luck on your side if you're going to make a good record, good run. We're looking forward to playing, but we'll see how it works tonight.
How has Huster been slotting in as the libero in the last couple times you've used her?
Doing pretty good. Her serve receive has been really good. She's worked really hard on defense, so we felt like it might be just time to, 10 games in, so to speak, just make a little change, see how things happen. Her serve receive has been really good, so we felt like may as well have her out there 6 rotations instead of 3. But Summer's been working hard in practice, stuff like that, to get it back, which is always a little good. Competition is always good. They're both captains, so they're respecting each other in that situation. So far it's been pretty good, so hopefully it stays that way.
Has Summer Meyer adjusted well to that competition?
Yeah, she's been in 3 out of the last 5 days working out extra and everything, so she understands. And I was never down on her. I really respect her defense. I trust her defense. Her serve receive has been a little up and down. So she just needs some more reps. I think she's been doing it this week, and she'll probably come back and be okay next week.
Serving-wise for your team at this point in the season, do you like where they are serving?
We missed too many serves. Now I'm calling serves, and I'm calling some tough ones sometimes, but sometimes I call the easy ones like middle of the court, and they hit it in the net. So I think we missed too many serves, but we have been getting quite a few aces too. So, as long as our aces are above our errors, I'm okay with that. But if it starts getting 50-50 or below the other way, then that's not going to work.
I changed gears a little bit, and I guess the running theme with the coaches this week that I've interviewed, football, volleyball, and even high school softball, have all told me that they don't want to be playing their best right now. Is that something that you don't want your team playing their best right now? You want to save it for the end of the season?
Well, good luck timing that. You still want to be playing better every week, and if you play the best and you can hold that for, a month, great. But, it's hard just to turn it on, turn it off, and you sure don't want to take and just go, okay, tomorrow's the last game, so let's play the best tomorrow. You want to be playing your best as soon as you can, so you can play at that level. And for me, I still say the first weekend we played in Chattanooga, Tennessee, we played better. We played so far yet the last 10 games since then. And I don't know why. If it's just the first weekend, they're tired of practicing, they just gun ho and excited to get out there. But we just haven't played that same intensity for 3 games, 5 games, whatever it takes to win. And so I'm still looking for that part. And I told them the other day, I said, "You guys, it's on you because you showed me how you could play the first 4 games, and now you haven't done that consistently. So now I'm blaming you, not me. So anyway, we'll see. I like this group a lot. I like these kids, and they want to work hard. They want to play hard. So I think we'll get there.
What will it take to get back to that level of play?
I mean, it'll take them to get their focus back on, and making sure they're doing the extra reps or whatever it takes to get better at passing, hitting, blocking, whatever it is. And I think sometimes you get classes get started and they're getting tests now, and start getting tired mentally and physically. So as a coach, you're trying to motivate them, but not trying to hurt them, push them too hard. So hopefully they'll get it figured out here for long.
You got Lewis and Clark today, the Trailblazers coming in a little bit late, but that doesn't change preparation for your team ahead of this game. How is the team prepared for tonight?
Oh, we know that Jim been coaching there for quite a while. He always has a good scrappy team, and we know we have to play defense and be aggressive, not make mistakes. We give too many mistakes away. It's like anything else. The more you give away, the more free points they get. Next thing you know, it's tied. It's 20-20, and you got to work hard. So we're going to try to eliminate our mistakes and just play good defense and work hard.
Coach, thank you so much. Best of luck today.
Thanks, sir.
That is the head coach of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals, Tim Copeland. Again, his team 11-3 in his 19th season. A couple of weekends ago, he picked up career win number 500 here at Mineral Area College, and we will go ahead and step aside. And when we come back, we'll see if we can pull a few cuts from that interview and play for you here as we're about 8 minutes away from opening serve. You're listening to Mineral Area College Athletics on KFMO Sports Plus, your home for MAC Athletics and the Parkland. We are now back on the Kevin Ball Auto Body pregame show, and we will hear that Tim Copeland interview. It aired back a week ago when the Lady Cardinals were at Jefferson College taking on the Lady Vikings. And we will go ahead and get into that interview. Now we'll get the first two questions were about Tim Copeland making career win 500. That was Tim Copeland after corralling career win 500 here at Mineral Area College. Now currently sitting at 503, looking to get 504 tonight. Actually, I beg your pardon, quick math. He's actually now at 505, looking to get number 506 tonight here at the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse against the Lewis and Clark Trailblazers. The Mineral Area Lady Cardinals are the home team and the host club tonight. That'll wrap things up on the Kevin Ball Auto Body pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the starting rotation and the opening serve. That's coming up next on KFMO. Good afternoon from the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse, home of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals. It is broadcast game number 16 on the broadcast season and our third Mineral Area College Lady Cardinal broadcast season of the year. The Mineral Area Lady Cardinals at 11-3 host the 3-8 Lewis and Clark Trailblazers. And what should be a good broadcast here from the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse. Mineral Area wearing the home black uniforms, wording on the front Mineral Area, straight across over the numbers, red, no trim, white numbers, no trim. On the back, it reads Lady Cards over the numbers as well. The black sleeves transform into a gradient that is red at the cuff of the long sleeves. The libero today for Mineral Area, Katie Huster, wearing the red uniform, the inverted colors on her jersey. For the Lady Trailblazers, they are wearing white uniforms, wording on the front, Lewis and Clark Trailblazers, straight across over the numbers. The letters and numbers are blue with no trim. The libero today for the Lewis and Clark Trailblazers, Tessa Neely, and her jersey is inverted from that of the rest of the team. The starting 6 on the rotation for Lewis and Clark. The freshman from Barnhart, Missouri, a graduate of Windsor, Manny Mancuso. The freshman Peyton Dunn is from St. Peter's. She is from Fort Zumwalt East is where she graduated from. The sophomore Macy Gall and a sophomore Savannah Billings and another sophomore Chloe Carbon. And the libero today for Lewis and Clark, the freshman Tessa Neely. For Mineral Area, the Lady Cardinals, their starters, it is Alandri Blue, the sophomore from Advance, Missouri. Mariana Miller is a sophomore from Brazil. And from Fredericktown, a sophomore Kendall Dodd, a freshman Amaya Saxton, freshman Giovanna Mai, and Liani Lima is a sophomore. She starts as well for Mineral Area. The libero today for the Lady Birds, Katie Huster. She's a sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. It is time for some Mineral Area College volleyball. The team shaking hands at center court. The coaches in front of us, Jim Hunstein and Tim Copeland, shake hands as well. And we are ready to go. Another good gathering here at the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse for some Mineral Area Lady Cardinal volleyball. They're 11-3 on the season. Their head coach in his 19th season is Tim Copeland. For Lewis and Clark, they are 3-8. The Lady Cardinals have won 3 of the last 4 contests. Lewis and Clark has lost 3 of the last 4. On the road, the Trailblazers 3-6. At home, Mineral Area 1-0. That one home game came back on August the 30th in a broadcast matchup when they won over St. Louis in straight sets, 25-23, 25-11, and 25-8. Those were the set scores. Katie Huster, the libero today for Mineral Area, checking in. And Mac has their starters ready to go. Jared Pettis with you on a Friday afternoon, turning evening time here quickly. And we're on KFMO Sports Plus. Lewis and Clark to serve first. They attack in set 1, left to right. Mineral Area, right to left. If you're watching on the Mac YouTube channel, Lewis and Clark is serving to you. Mac attacking away from you. Starting the serving, the sophomore Savannah Billings from Staunton, Illinois. Last year she played at Quincy University. She serves a bullet, and it's played by Mineral Area. Mai going to bump it, and a little roll shot from Mariana Miller from the back row, but it's played by the Trailblazers, and set 1 is underway. This pass back across, and it's going to be an attack ball. Unable to play it cleanly was Mineral Area's Liani Lima, and it's a kill on the far side for Maddie Mancuso, her first. 1-0 early for Lewis and Clark. Lima plays this one. Mariana Miller from the back row will attack and send it to the opposite back row where Macy Gall is there to play. In Mineral Area, will they pick up a point? They will. On the point, or on the kill by Giovanna Mai. Her first, and ties us up 1-1. And that brings in Summer Meyer. She's going back to serve. She has not wore a jersey for Mineral Area that isn't a libero colored uniform at the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse in a game in her 2 years here. This is her first game at MAC, not as the libero. Mariana Miller with the power. It's dug out and then into the net. Miller picks up a kill. after the serve was returned and then played over to Mariana Miller on the near side. Summer Meyer back to serve once more, and that's our first lead change of the set. So one tie and a lead change. And Mineral Area will serve again. Summer Meyer on the near side of the service line. Hop, skip, lift, and serve. It's played by Gao. Back to the near side where it's returned. A Landry Blue digs it out, and a set to the far side. Little roll shot coming from Mai. It's going to ricochet off the dive of the sophomore Chloe Carbon and bounce all the way across the net and out of bounds for a point. Make it 3-1. Meyer serving again on the near side. 3-1, Mac leads. Service on the near side. It's played in the back row by Dunn. We get a whistle on a bad pass. Makes Mineral Area's lead a 3-point differential, 4-1. It was a lift called. Summer Meyer serving again on the near side. She'll put this one in play. A bullet serve played by the libero Neely. They're going to set it up front to the far side for Carbon. She'll put it off the block of Kendall Dodd and down. So that'll end the Mineral Area 4-0 run. It'll make it 4-2. As Carbon picks up the kill on the far side off the block by Kendall Dodd. Closed the window, but Carbon changed the angle on it last second. And so that means Ellie Hayes will come in and serve. Back set, Mineral Area going with Mai. It's off a block and out. Mai picks up a kill. Her second, make it 5-2. And it looks like Kendall Dodd will go back and serve. Wearing jersey number 12 for Mineral Area this season. She was on the basketball team last year. A rolling serve hit just a little bit too far, and that's a service error. And that is what Tim Copeland said the team has struggled with early on in the season. 5-3 on a service error. The first of the night for either side. And we'll have a bullet serve this time by the libero Neely. Mineral Area going to set Mariana Miller on the return. Good play that time by Billings, and it's passed up front from the 10-foot line. Here's Legender. Back up front on a bad pass. Summer Meyer with a good reception, but it went towards the net and into the net. And it's a point for the Trailblazers. Make it 5-4. And Neely will serve again. Neely puts it in play. Back set for Mai. Mineral Area going with Mai off a block. There's the libero Neely. Now it's back up front to the near side. Carbon off a Mineral Area blocker. Saxton and down. We're tied 5-5. Second tie of set one. Neely will serve once more. Serve and a good play. Mineral Area back sets again for Mai, but read perfectly by the Trailblazers. Now they back set on the far side for Legender. Huster has to send over a free ball on a bad pass. She was in the back row. She's playing libero today for Mineral Area. Here's a rolling attack ball from Carbon that's played by Mineral Area. Set to the near side for Mariana Miller. Goes with the roll shot. That one's down. A late whistle and a point for Max, 6-5. Second kill rather for Mariana Miller. And back to serve for Mac, Giovanna Mai, a freshman from Mineral Area from Brazil. Serve on the far side, played by Legender. Back to the near side, off a block and a powering hit. Chloe Carbon picks up kill number 2. And we're tied at 6. Third tie in set one. Sadie Hamilton checks in to serve in a tie game. Her serve might have gone out. Huster plays it to the near side. There's Vittoria Campos calling her name for the first time tonight as she gets it across, but it's played cleanly by Lewis and Clark, and Harris Legender will put it down and pick up a lead change and a kill. Second lead change, and Tim Copeland not happy with Summer Meyer and Katie Huster back there. A miscommunication between the pair. A serve On the far side, Mariana Miller's there. Short set right in the middle. Mineral area. Sexton tried to get a kill. They couldn't. Back set. Now she'll spike it down. It won't be a kill for Saxton, though, because there was a whistle before and a double hit. We're tied again, though. 2 lead changes, 4 ties in the first set. Mariana Miller back to serve. There's an appearance from Mineral Area College AD Jim Gerwitz. A tie game. Bullet serve. Got the line. Mariana Miller. Her first ace of the proceedings, 8-7. Mac with the advantage. Mariana Miller will serve again. She's been a rocket on the service line the last 2 seasons. She'll put this one in play with a little roll to it, but it's played by Sievers. They're going to set Sievers on the far side. Great play by Katie Huster. Set to the near side. This time it was Leonie Lima. She'll tip the tape and roll it over, and that's a point for Mac. Lady Birds leading by 2. That keeps Mariana Miller on the service line. An ace already in this brief 3-0 run. Miller ready. High toss and a bullet serve again. Great play by Sievers to receive. This time it's set to the near side for Legender. She'll put it in play with a little roll shot. 50-50 ball at the net. Punched across by Lima. Set right in the middle on the short set. Bullet shot across by Hood. Back to the near side, Lima. She'll ricochet off a block. A good play by Lewis and Clark to keep it alive and send over a free ball. Back set, Campos with the power off the arm of Hayes and down. 10-7 Mineral Area. The kill for Campos, her first of the night. Mineral Area ahead by 3. Max still serving. And doing the serving, Mariana Miller. She's ready to go. Her bench clapping. High hoist again. Bullet serve too far, and that one's out. Service error, the second of the night for Mineral Area, makes it 10-8. Checking in for Lewis and Clark, Peyton Dunn. Also coming in to serve, Macy Gal. 2-point game. Gal with the rolling serve. Played by Mariana Miller. Back set for Campos far side as she called for it. Gal was there to play that one. Push set far side looking for Dunn. She'll go with a little knuckle shot, but Mariana Miller on the back row plays. Push set to the near side. Lima off the tape. That would have gone out, but diving to touch it was Sadie Hamilton. Couldn't keep it alive. A kill for Lima. That's her second. It's 11-8 Mineral Area. Katie Huster back to serve now for the Lady Birds. Wearing the red libero uniform. Puts it in play to the near side. Service ace. Make it 12-8. Huster ready to go. Low toss, back to the near side, played cleanly that time by Gal. Set right into the middle for Sievers, and did she hit it a little bit too far? Yes, she did. The unsanctioned official on the near side had a good, perfect read on it. 13-8, Mac. Huster still serving. Bullet serve right over the net by about a couple inches. Neely played, set to the near side, into a block by Dodd, still alive and unable to get it after the block ricocheted off of Dunn. A dive by Hamilton, couldn't keep it alive. 14-8. Timeout called by Lewis and Clark's head coach Jim Hunstein. Didn't like what he's seeing. 14-8 Mineral Area ahead by 6 on KFMO Sports Plus. Volley in progress after the serve, played across. But a back set for Mineral Area to Vittoria Campos, and she'll spike it home. 15-8 out of the Lewis and Clark timeout. Campos with kill number 2. Still serving Katie Huster. She'll set up on the far corner of the service line with the low dribble, waiting for the sign from head coach Tim Copeland, and now we're ready to go. She'll put it in play. Serve back to the middle of the back row. Neely is there to play. Push set to the near side, looking for Hood. Little roll shot. Huster with a good dive, but punched in underneath the net. Hood with the kill, 15-9. You look at the schedule, and we're under a month into the season, but Mineral Area is already halfway done with their schedule. Kendall Dodd, on the short set, and the assist by Giovanna Mai, and she'll power it off a block into the seats, 16-9. And Alandry Blue will check in to serve in the spot of Vittoria Campos. A 7-point differential, Mac leads. This one put in play. Calling, saying she has it as Sievers. Short set after the pass. And a point for Mineral Area as finishing into the net was Peyton Dunn. 17-10. She would have got the kill. Alandry Blue to serve again. 8-point advantage, Mac. Blue puts it in play. And an ace after the serve ricochets off of Sievers. Blue, her first ace of the night, 18-9, Mac leading. And again, Blue to serve. Another bullet serve played by Neely. Push set to the far side. Mancuso off a block and out of bounds. Dodd and Giovanna Mai were there. It's 18-10. Mac way ahead in set 1. We're getting late in the set. 8-point lead into serve for Lewis and Clark. Savannah Billings. Billings puts it in play. There's Lima to receive. Push that to the near side. Mai with the power and down. Billings touched it, couldn't play it because of the power by Mai. She's got 3 kills, make it 19-10. And that means Summer Meyer will check in for Mac. Meyer on the season. A strong player at the service line for Mac. 9-point differential. Here's a push set to the far side as Lewis and Clark returns with Carbon. Mariana Miller from the 10-foot line. She'll attack and put it off the arm of a dive by the libero Neely. It's still playable, and at the opposite 10-foot line, Carbon does it again. Here's Giovanna Mai on the far side. She sets up at the 10-foot line as well. And here's a stuff block for Mai, but it's out of bounds. And a kill for Peyton Dunn. Her first makes it 19-11. Mac leading, serving. Ellie Hayes puts it in play. Huster's there to receive. Push it to the near side. Mariana Miller. She'll power it off of Hayes, who kept it alive with her chin. Pushed all the way across to the corner. She got the line. What a play up front by Lewis and Clark. And a really, really strong move that time by Savannah Billings. Makes it 19-12. 12 serving 19. Hayes will serve again. Bullet serve. Huster's there. Back set, looking for Mai. She'll put it off a block and down. Point number 20 for Mac. 4th kill for Mai. That leads all Lady Cardinal hitters. A huge kill there for Mineral Area. Kendall Dodd will serve. It's received in a push set. And that'll be a hard spike as Harris Legender just put it down to the left of Kendall Dodd. 3rd kill for her, 20-13. Well, Lewis and Clark scored 4 of the last 6 points. They trail by 7. Sideward spinning service played by Huster. Back set for Maya at the 10-foot line. She'll bring the power, put it off a block. Right there is Hayes to keep it alive. Back set to the near side for Carbon. Good play by Landry Blue to dive and pick up a dig. Roll shot, Mariana Miller still kept alive, but no one's there to get the ricochet off of Jenna Hood. And a point for Mac, 21-13, and Victoria Campos will come in for the Lady Birds. Campos going back to serve for the Lady Birds. 21-13, Giovanna Mai serving. Campos subbing into the far side on rotation. Katie Huster plays the return. Back set Campos from Mai. Roll shot. Good play to keep it alive by Corbin. It goes all the way across. Short set right in the middle. Off a block, Saxton. 2-ball attack coming from Mariana Miller as she pushes it back across. Set to the far side on a push. Legendre. Good diving play by Huster, but it ricochets into the seats. And Legendre will pick up another kill. That's her fourth, 21-14. And that means the Trailblazers have now scored 6 of the last 9. Sadie Hamilton will serve. Rolling serve. It's played by Huster. Back set Mariana Miller. Good dig by Carbon. I beg your pardon, that was Hayes. It's returned on the near side, that time by Sievers. Campos, with the power, put it off a block. Somebody's going to have to send over a free ball, and that's what Lewis and Clark does. Received by Campos. Push set to the near side from Mai. Off a block, and that's 2 hits. Mariana Miller picks up a kill, 22-14. Liani Lima will check in. Lima sets up on the near side. Mariana Miller will serve for the Lady Birds. Miller wears jersey number 7, has her sleeves pulled up. She'll unload a bullet. It ricochets off of Hayes and up into the rafters. Comes down and into a stuff block by Mineral Area. Push set, no, a 2-ball attack trying to find the donut. That was Seaver, I beg your pardon, Hamilton. Good play by Mack. Roll shot. That time Mariana Miller will pick up the donut. 23-14, Mack. And wait a minute. Sadie Hamilton going to talk with the chair official on the far side. Asking about, I guess, the placement in which that player was hit. Or Mariana Miller, rather, attacked it. Miller is serving. We get the whistle saying we're ready to go. The official shook his head no to the head coach of Lewis and Clark, Jim Hunstein. 23-14, bullet serve coming from Miller. The reception sends it all the way across the net. Here's a push set to the near side. Lima, what the powering shot. Sadie Hamilton put it in play. They set back for Hamilton, but Sievers was there, and she couldn't get it over the net. Set point, Mineral Area. Miller ready to go. A 10-point differential. Mac leads, and they're on set point. Bullet serve, Miller. That's an ace as it ricochets all the way into the second level of seating here at Mineral Area off the arm of Gabby Sievers. 25-14. Mac takes it on the ace by Mariana Miller, and the teams will rotate sides as we head to set number 2. You're listening to Mineral Area Athletics, and it's volleyball season on KFMO Sports Plus. Mac takes set 1, 25-14. Mineral Area will serve. They lead in sets 1-0. Mac to put it in play. Landry Blue. Mac took set 1, 25-14, a set that featured 4 ties, 3 lead changes, and 2 service errors, both by Mineral Area. And Blue puts it in play for set number 2. Ooh, and a good diving play there by, that was Mancuso to keep it alive. It's set right in the middle. There's Kendall Dodd, and she'll spike it home. Teams have switched sides. Mineral Area now serving left to right on your listening device. The Trailblazers attacking right to left. If you're listening on, or I beg your pardon, if you're watching on Mineral Area College's YouTube channel, the Lady Birds serving towards you. Trailblazers attacking away from you. Mac has the early 1-0 lead in the set. After the kill by Kendall Dodd, that's her second of the game on the assist up front. I believe it was Blue there. And now she goes back to serve. Blue, bullet serve, service ace. Nearly got one a point ago. This time she will. Neely unable to dive and get to it and keep it alive. Blue serving again. Bullet serve might have gone out, played by Neely in the back row. Push set to the near side, Carbon. Mariana Miller is in the back row, though, for Mineral Area. Push set for Mineral Area this time on the far side. That's 4 hits. It was not blocked. It got all tape as Lima couldn't clear. It's 2-1. Ellie Hayes and Harris Legender check in for the Lady Trailblazers. Back to serve goes Hayes. Bullet on the near side, played by Lima. It ricochets all the way across. Bad communication, and it'll result in the point. Probably not the way Tim Copeland drew it up, but it counts as a point, 3-1. And Summer Meyer comes in for Mac. Meyer will serve on the far side after the kill by Lima. Meyer puts a good serve in play. Set to the 10-foot line as clearing was Legender. Now Mineral Area going to back set for Giovanna Mai, and she'll find a hole in the back row. 4-1. Mai with kill number 5. Meyer still on the service line for Mac. Lady Birds wearing the black uniforms today. The sleeves are black, the gradient to red at the base of the sleeve. A good serve about a foot over the net by Summer Meyer, but it's played into a free ball as Mineral Area gets a free point attempt. Kendall Dodd hits it too far. Bad angle on that hit. Bad set, though, 4-2. And that will send Maddie Mancuso back to the service line. Mancuso on the middle portion of the serve line. Puts it in play to the near side. Summer Meyer's there. It goes all the way back across the net. Unable to clear it, though, was Legender. It rolled across, and now a block by Mariana Miller. A attack by Mariana Miller, blocked by Jenna Hood, and out of play. Miller will pick up a kill. That's her 5th, and it's 5-2 Mineral Area. And Katie Huster will serve. Huster wearing jersey number 3 this season for the Lady Cardinals. Floats a serve across. It's played by the libero Neely. Set all the way to the near side for Legender. Good dig by Mineral Area. Mariana Miller going with a roll shot. That was Summer Meyer with the good dig. Back to the near side, 10-foot roll ball attack. Another good job by Summer Meyer. It crosses the net, and a good play by Hood to keep it alive. Flat-footed attack from Legender. There's Summer Meyer to receive again. Backs it to the near side. Mai, she'll bring the power. She'll put it through the blocking window of Legender, as well as Jenna Hood, as they couldn't close that window, and it just flew in like the bird who can smell the roses coming in through your front door. 6-2, the score. Mac with the advantage. Huster will serve. Bullet served by Huster, played down low by Hayes. Back up front, set to the near side for Legender, and she'll find a hole in the back row. 6-3. Checking in for Lewis and Clark, Savannah Billings, as well as Chloe Corbin. After the kill from Legender, her 5th. That's 3 players in this match that have 5 kills, 1 for Lewis and Clark, 2 for Mineral Area. Here's a floating serve by Hamilton. Mariana Miller went over the head with that attack ball, but it's played back and killed by Harris Legender. That's number 6 for her, make it 6-4. Mineral Area's 4-point lead dwindles to just 2. Lewis and Clark's Sadie Hamilton will serve once more in the middle of the back row. Puts it in play, and that one's too far. Katie Huster, good read, 7-4 on the service error. First service error of the night by Lewis and Clark. Hamilton hit it just a little bit too hard. Mack back up by 3, and Giovanna Mai will serve for the Lady Birds. Mai with a knuckle serve. Back up front, rolling across the net. That's 4 hits. Unable to clear was Jenna Hood. 8-4 on the unforced error. And again, that 4-point advantage restored for Mineral Area. Serve on the near side, got the line. Just in front of us and just in front of Jim Hunstein. Doesn't like the call. Point for Mineral Area, service ace for Giovanna Mai. 9-4. And Lewis and Clark's head coach Hunstein will use a timeout. Mineral Area leads by 5, their largest lead here in set 2. We're early on, 9-4 Mac on KFMO Sports Plus. Mineral Area picks up a point out of the timeout. Bad reception by Lewis and Clark's Tessa Neely on the serve by Giovanna Mai. Mac leads 10-4. Served by Mai, put in play. They're going to set to the near side. Lewis and Clark is into a stuff block by Amaya Saxton. 11-4 Mineral Area, and they're running away with the second set. All smiles up front for the Lady Birds. Mai again on the near side. Puts it in play. It ricochets off the arm of Hayes. Going to get it out of bounds as Sievers back up front for Legender to put a free ball in for Mineral Area. Oh, and a spike by Hood off a block up front. Back set to the near side. Campos, that one's out on the near side. 11-5. And checking in for Lewis and Clark, Peyton Dunn, as well as Macy Gall. And it'll be Gall to go back and serve. You're listening to Mineral Area Athletics on KFMO Sports Plus. The Lady Birds lead 11-5. 5 serving the 11. Lewis and Clark puts it in play. Push that far side. Campos wants it. Oh, man, she powered it off of Hamilton's hand and down for a point. 12-5, the kill for Campos. Her third. And Liani Lima checks back in. Mariana Miller to serve in the back row. Miller unloads a high hoisting shot And a good pass somehow by Dunn. It's back up front. Oh, got the back line. Up front, that's Amaya Saxton. Make it 13-5, Mineral Area. The way that Mariana Miller puts the ball in play with her hoist before the hit, it goes all the way up to the shot clock on the basketball floor above. It's about 5 feet above the top portion of the board. There's another one, another bullet serve. Played in the back row that time by Dunn. They're going to set Dunn on the near side. Mariana Miller from a knee will play it in the middle of the back row. Back set for Campos. She'll unload. She'll ricochet it off of Tessa Neely and down. 14-5, Campos with kill number 4, and it's 14-5 Mac. Mariana Miller. High hoist again. Bullet serve again. Neely's there to play. They're going to need some ice after this one with Mariana Miller serving. Here's a little roll shot into a block. That's 2 hits. Point for Mineral Area on a carry, rather. Make it 15-5, 10-point advantage. High school football on AM 1240 KFMO coming up at 7 o'clock. They're in pregame coverage right now. There's also live video at KFMOsports.com. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard momentarily. It's 15-5 Mac. Here's a bullet serve on the near side. That one ricochets off the arm of Dunn. Lewis and Clark going to send over a free ball. Lima plays. Push set going to go back to Lima. She'll put it off a block and down. Lima with kill number 4. 16-5. Out-of-town scoreboard check. That high school football game is North County against Hillsboro in Bonne Terre. Potosi at Valley Catholic. Central hosts Cape Central. St. Genevieve at Fredericktown. DeSoto hosts Festus. Farmington at Sykeston. Bishop DeBerg plays in Windsor, and Perryville is at home against Bayless. That all in the Week 4 high school football out-of-town scoreboard. Volleyball on the high school side. Bismarck's at St. Paul. A couple of softball scores to get to as well. We'll get to those momentarily. That's all on the high school side of things. 16-5, Mac leads. Mariana Miller puts it in play, but a point as Miller is beyond the serve line when she made contact with it. 16-6, a service error. Mariana Miller with her second error. Checking in for Mac, it's Reese Gray. Some softball scores in the Jefferson City tournament. Fatima beat Farmington 6-4. Farmington playing Parkway West currently in the consolation bracket. North County played Perryville, and Fredericktown played St. Pius. Those in 2 different tournaments. North County also gets Cordial Sioux tonight. 16-6 is the score. Mineral Area picks up another point. 4 hits on the Trailblazers. 17-6. One and done this set mostly for Lewis and Clark when they get points 4. The only time they've had a run was points 3 and 4 for them. A 2-0 run, and then Mineral Area rattled off the next 5. 17-6. Serve by Saxton. Played from a knee by Gal. Bad pass. It ricochets across, and Campos spikes it home. 5th kill for Campos. 18-6 Mineral Area. And that'll send Amaya Saxton back to serve. Mac has Lewis and Clark tripled up. Served by Saxton on the near side. There to play was Gall. They set to the far side at the 10-foot line. A bad pass. Severs has to come get it, and she hits it too far and out. 19-6 Mineral Area. Boys soccer on the high school side. St. Paul hosts Eagle Ridge. Girls tennis, Arcadia Valley at Poplar Bluff, rather. And that's all on the out-of-town scoreboard. That's everything. Sideward rotating serve by Saxton. Back set looking for Severs. She'll put it into a block and keep it alive. Double 2-ball attack by Hamilton. Somebody going to have to go get it on a bad pass. Reese Gray, Amaya Saxton, and Kendall Dodd all backing away from it. Mariana Miller from the back row had to go and get it and couldn't do anything with it except punch it underneath the net. 19-7 point for Lewis and Clark. Savannah Billings checks in for Lewis and Clark to go back and serve. Also coming in, Chloe Carbon. Billings puts it in play. Mariana Miller is there. They're going to set right in the middle for Kendall Dodd. She'll change the angle on it and force Neely to dive and keep it alive. Here's a ricochet off a stuff block. Back to the near side. They set again for Peyton Dunn. Mai touched it off the block and can't control it out of bounds. 19-8 on the kill by Chloe Carbon. 8 serves to 19. Back set to the near side, Campos. Roll shot trying to find the donut. Playing it perfectly, Carbon. Set right in the middle on the short set. Stuff block, Kendall Dodd. 20-8. They set Peyton Dunn. And Mac gets the point. Alandry Blue comes in for Vittori Campos, and she will serve. Campos picks up a stuff block. I beg your pardon, it was Kendall Dodd. First stuff block for Kendall Dodd. Here's a little roll shot by Lewis and Clark as they return. Set to the back row for Mariana Miller. Look out. Over there, the unsanctioned official nearly lost her noggin as the bullet return from Mariana Miller went way too far and out. That's Skylar Sweeney back there. She's the new Mineral Area Lady Cardinal on the basketball side, one of the many new faces you'll hear about and see this season. 20-9, make it 22-10 on that service ace. And Tim Copeland will use a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 20-10, Mineral Area leading by double digits. A 10-point lead for Mac on KFMO Sports Plus. Serving 20 to open up out of the timeout. Mineral Area has to send over a free ball. They haven't had to do that many times tonight. They lead by 10, and it's returned back to Mac. Back set to the near side. Giovanna Mai going to power it off the arm of Billings, and it's still up high. Here's a set up front and a little roll shot play as Grace Duncan finds her way onto the court for Mac. Kendall Dodd trying to find the donut, but it's played perfectly by Legender. Mai is there to receive the return, and now Reese Gray from the 10-foot line puts it off a block, and Reese Gray picks up a kill. 21-10 out of the timeout called by Tim Copeland. Summer Meyer checks in for Mineral Area. Meyer will serve. 21-10, Mac leads. Meyer going to pick up a service ace. 22-10. Summer Meyer serving once more. 12-point advantage for Mac. Huster plays the return from Legender. Back up front, Kendall Dodd picks up a kill after it ricochets off a couple of bodies. 23-10. Mineral Area trying to take set 2 and take a stranglehold on the match tonight. Bullet serve played by Neely. Push set to the near side for Legender. She'll bring the power. Blue is there to play it. Katie Huster going to punch it across. She's the libero, played it from the back row. Back set, short set, right in front. Stuff block, Kendall Dodd. Set point for Mac. Out of town scoreboard check. Fredericktown beats St. Paul in 5 innings, 15-5. 24-10. Back set for Lewis and Clark. That's too far and out. Mineral Area takes the second set. 2-0 lead, 25-10, the final in set 2. The teams will switch sides, and Mac will try to shut it down in straights. You're listening to Mineral Area College Athletics on KFMO. Set 3 about to get underway. Mineral Area leads 2-0. They took set 1 25-14 and set 2 25-10. Set 2 featured one lead change. I beg your pardon. No lead changes. 2 service errors, 1 on either side. No ties either. Lewis and Clark puts it in play. Mineral Area trying to return. It'll be Mariana Miller with a rolling attack from the back row, played by Lewis and Clark. They're going to have to send over a free ball. They do. There's Miller to play. Blue going to set right in the middle for Dodd. Roll shot, but it's played perfectly by Lewis and Clark's Mancuso. To the far side, Berkeley Benfield in. She'll pick up a kill as her bullets attack ricochets off Billings all the way up into the back seating section. Beg your pardon, second row seating section, as they couldn't play it cleanly. Mack gets the first point. Berkeley Benfield with the kill. Berkeley's first kill of the night. Grace Duncan to serve. Rolling serve. Right up front, short set. Did that get a deflection? It did not. Straight out on the far side. Maddie Mancuso couldn't keep it in. 2-0 Mac as they try to take it in straight sets. They're about 4 minutes away from kickoff in the high school football landscape. Sean Malone, John Matthews have the call from Bonne Terre, Missouri, as the Raiders host North County. I beg your pardon, the Raiders are North County. They host Hillsboro. Here's a kill on the near side by Caitlin Haas. Her first 2-1. And checking in, Ellie Hayes, she will go back to serve. In studio tonight, Glenn Berry with the in-studio portion of the broadcast, and Taylor LeBrier produces the football portion. Jared Pettis with you from the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse on KFMO Sports Plus, and Kendall Dodd will pick up a kill. Dodd with number 4 makes it 3-1. That'll bring in Amaya Saxton, and Katie Huster will go back to serve. El Presidente in attendance, Joe Gilgore. The president of Mineral Area College making his way around the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse. 3-1 Mineral Area as they put it in play. It's returned this time by Mancuso. Back set looking for Benfield. She'll wind up with the left hand. That one's up into the rafters. And Mineral Area, oh, it's still alive. It comes down and Mac's still playing after they were celebrating. Set right in the middle. Saxton, she'll put it off a block, and that's a kill for the Lady Trailblazers after Mineral Area didn't like that one. And it ricocheted up into the overhanging HVAC system. Comes down behind it. Tim Copeland asked if it had hit the wall. The official says he isn't sure. So it's a point for Lewis and Clark. Make it 3-2 after Mineral Area thought they had scored one. Mariana Miller, back set, Benfield. The lefty winds up off a block. Got the line. Point for Lewis and Clark. We're tied. First tie in set number 3. I believe the stuff block came from Jenna Hood. That's her first. After the kill by Gabby Sievers. We're tied up. Blue sent to the near side. Miller wants it. She'll power it down into the corner. 4-3 Mac. Miller with kill number 6. Checking in for Mac, Gracie Hicks. She will serve. She's a freshman. Played in Lesterville last year. Here's a left-handed hit by Sievers. Sent to the near side. Benfield got it to Miller. She'll put it across, but it's returned again by Lewis and Clark. Push set Blue. Going for Miller again. Roll shot through a block. Kept alive by Hood. And we get a whistle. That's 2 hits. Mineral Area point, 5-3. Gracie Hicks will serve again. Hicks serves. Neely there to receive. Push set to the far side, looking for Legendre. Off a block, it stays with Lewis and Clark. Back to Legendre again. She'll roll it this time off a block, played by Grace Duncan. Elanger Blue, 2-ball attack, finds the donut. Mineral Area hasn't used that much tonight. They used it there. Played perfectly. Blue with the kill. It's a 6-3 score after the good play by Blue, and then Hicks has a service error. That's her first, and the first for Mac in set 3. They had 1 in set 2. Checking in for Lewis and Clark to serve, it'll be Sadie Hamilton, as well as Chloe Carbon. Hamilton to serve. 6-4, Mac with the advantage after the service error by Hicks. Blue sets right in the middle for Saxton, and she spikes it home. Amaya Saxton makes it 7-4 with the kill. Mac back out in front by 3. And Reese Gray checks in as Mariana Miller goes back to serve. Reese Gray sets up on the near side. Mariana Miller tonight, 2 aces, 2 service errors. High hoist puts this one in play. A bullet serve played well by Neely, the libero. Sent to the far side. Mariana Miller has to dive and keep it alive after the attack ball from Corbin. Now they sent Mariana Miller. Stuff block up front, Jenna Hood. 7-5 as Lewis and Clark gets a point back. And Macy Gall will come in to serve as she checks in. Also coming in, Caitlin Haas. Haas will set up on the far side in rotation. Haas, a freshman, a graduate of Greenville from Sereno, Illinois. Here's a set up front for Saxton. She'll pick up another kill and a perfect pass, make it 8-5. And now Kendall Dodd will come in. And Saxton will go to serve. Saxton has served well tonight. No aces to show for it, though. She'll put it in play. That one ricochets off the catwalk. A service ace after it was played poorly by Sadie Hamilton, 9-5. The first ace of the night for Saxton. Let's see if she can keep that run going. Two 2-0 set lead for Mineral Area. Saxton serves. To the near side, there to play is Gall. Back up front, back set on a short set for Carbon, played by Blue. Hicks wants it. Now they're going to get it to the near side for Reese Gray. Pushes it to the back corner, but playing it perfectly. Gall, she had to dive on a knee. Here's a rolling shot. Mariana Miller gets on her knees on the back row to play it. It's off the tape. That's Gray. That's a kill. Reese Gray, her second kill, 10-5 Mineral Area. And they will continue serving Amaya Saxton. Saxton has an ace in this run. She'll put this one in play. Off the block, Gal plays it into a stuff block, Mineral Area point. Alandry Blue says, no, just kidding, they won't give her the block. Somebody's in the net. It's Lewis and Clark. 11-5, Mac. Saxton still serving. Mac looking to improve to 12-3 this season. Saxton with a rolling forward serve. Gal sets to the near side. Hicks is there in the back row to play for Mineral Area. Gray with the little roll shot trying to find the donut. She'll pick up a kill. Didn't get it into the donut, but Gal had to dive to keep it alive and couldn't. 12-5. Gray with the third kill and a timeout called by Trailblazers. We will step aside as well. 12-5 as Mineral Area leads in what could be the decisive third set. You're listening to Mineral Area College Athletics on KFMO. Out of the timeout, Reese Gray with another kill after it ricochets off a block and under the net. Reese Gray enters the timeout and closes the timeout. With the kill, it's 13-5. Mac trying to take this game in straight sets. They took set one, 25-14, and set two, 25-10. Bad pass turns into a free ball for Mineral Area. Blue gonna set right in the middle for Kendall Dodd. She'll pick up another kill. Dodd having a night. That's 5 for her. 14-5. Saxton puts it in play. Receiving Gall. Back up front, a bad pass again. Turns into a spike kill. Alandry Blue. 15-5 Mac. Saxton again to put it in play. tips the tape. Oh, man, and it's returned somehow by Lewis and Clark. Blue with the push set to the near side. Reese Gray off the tape that time, and it's played by Haas on the far wing. Back up front on a bad pass underneath the net. Mac Point, 16-5. Saxton remains on the service line. Serve on the near side. Over the tape this time. Hood was there. They back set to Hood off the block. Blue goes and gets it. Mariana Miller is there to play to the near side for Gray. She'll roll it over a block. We get a whistle. Somebody's in the point. It's Lewis and Clark. And a point for Mineral Area, 17-5. And we see a new substitution come in, Barbara DeMarco. Mariana Miller to the bench. She's probably done for the night. The freshman DeMarco comes in. Saxton still serving. 17-5 is the score. Saxton puts it in play. Service ace. Miscommunication. Macy Gall and Jenna Hood just stand there and watch it go between them. An ace for Saxton, her second. A 12-0 run for Mineral Area. The run started at 8-5 rather. Saxton serving again. That's a service error. 18-6. Second service error of the set, both for Mineral Area. The serve played by DeMarco. Bad pass, but able to get the kill. That's Kendall Dada. She had to adjust herself. 19-6. And checking in for Mac, Berkeley Benfield again. She'll set up on the near side. Alandry Blue back to serve. A floating serve, trying to find the donut up front. Coming to get it, though, was Gal. Powered into a block by Kendall Dodd. Back again, now rolling over the block in a bad play as DeMarco just couldn't get to it as she expected the block, and it just rolled over. It's 19-7. The kill that time for Chloe Carbon, her fourth. Mineral Area ahead 19-7. Going to take this one in straights, barring a miracle run by Lewis and Clark. We've seen crazier things. Savannah Billings to serve. It's played by Mineral Area's Reese Gray. Set to the near side, the lefty. That's Benfield. Touched it, two-ball attack. Blue again. From the 10-foot line, sent it all the way across. And picks up a kill, 20-7. And Tuani Meneses will check in, as will Grace Duncan. Grace Duncan to serve. She graduated from Farmington last year. She puts this one in play. It ricochets off the arm of Mancuso, played in the back row by Neely, and sent across into a free ball. There's Meneses to touch to the far side. That's Hicks. Powered it off the arm of Neely, and it's into a block and down. Mineral Area with the point. Berkeley Benfield and Kendall Dodd in there on the block. 21-7, Mineral Area running away with the third set. Duncan serves once more. Played right in the middle. Lewis and Clark on the push set. Into a stuff block again. Kendall Dodd picks up the point. 22-7. Grace Duncan unloads. A floating serve played by Gall. Set to the far side looking for Sievers. Into a block. Benfield's there. 23-7 Mineral Area. That'll keep Grace Duncan on the service line. Mineral Area going to improve to 12-3. That means Lewis and Clark will fall to 3-9. Grace Duncan awaits the ball as it's the players playing pinball up front. Rolled into a couple of legs, kicked by Blue as she was walking. It came all the way back to us. Bounced off the scorer's chair. 23-7, Duncan to serve. Bad pass, Kendall Dodd spikes it home. Match point, Mineral Area coming up. Grace Duncan to serve. Match point. Little roll shot play to put it in play. Push set to the far side. Sievers off a block. There's Meneses. Blue goes to get it. Mineral Area going to have to clear into a free ball. Blue plays it. That's a kill. That's going to end it. Landry Blue ricochets it off the dive, and the game ends 25-7. Mac takes it in straights. We'll head to the post-game show brought to you by Hub's Pub and Grill when we come back. Straight set winner for Mac. 25-14, 25-10, 25-7. You're listening to Mineral Area Athletics on KFMO Sports Plus, the Parkland sports leader. Joined on the Hubs Pub and Grill post-game show by the head coach of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals, Tim Copeland. Coach, a straight set winner, 25-14, 25-10, 25-7. And that third set, is that the Mineral Area Lady Cardinal team you hope come out?
Well, I mean, hope we win every game as much as we can. We have players in that don't always get to play, and we're moving some people around since the middles are out, and so the people who stepped in did a good job, and that's what we hope for whenever the opportunities.
What did you see from your team throughout the night? Was this more of in that early set, allowing 14 points, was that more of a, not really maybe playing down to the competition, but a filling out process early on?
Oh, I'd say it's probably, the energy was good starting the game, the cheers are good, that kind of thing. I think this team has a problem with, they make one or two not good plays or mistakes, and they kind of carry it for 3 or 4, and then they have to get back on track, and I think it's, a little bit of both, what you're saying. But I think we just have 2 or 3, 4 points, and we do good. And then we have a letdown a little bit, and then it's tied. And then you got to fight a little more. So it was about 15 points before we started playing. So
I heard you mentioning on the bench, one and done every time Lewis and Clark would get a point. How important is it to keep that rhythm on defense of just allowing 1 point, getting the ball back to serve?
Well, I mean, you're trying to get that. You don't want them to have a run, 3, 4, 5 points. So my motto, my saying is always one and done. If we mess up, that's fine, but let's just make it 1 point, not 2, 3, 4, 5 later. So that's why I'm always saying that, and they know they're going to get that every time. But and that's just the biggest thing is because I'm trying to keep them from mentally thinking, okay, we just made a mistake. It doesn't matter. Let's go get the next one, make it 1 point. We're tied 1-1. It doesn't matter.
I like the play from Kendall Dodd tonight in the middle most of the game tonight, and a couple of really big blocks that sparked some, I'd say, some momentum for your team and a couple of key kills. What did you see from Kendall Dodd tonight?
Yeah, she's getting a little better every night we play. Our blocking's getting better. She's starting to understand cutting balls in the middle of sets, stuff like that. She wasn't starting the first game. Ella was, and then she came in, and she's gotten progressively better each week, each game. So she's starting to settle in a little bit. So she makes a couple good blocks, makes energy. The team rallies around her, and it made it good for us.
You mentioned in the pregame show a couple of players sliding in that spot while the injuries are apparent with the team and Ella being out. Is that something you want to see, though, from a player trying to take that role on momentarily?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she ought to go in there thinking that this is an opportunity not to come off, not just to get in.
Yep.
You know, and that's what I told a couple of them went in. It's like, you need to be calling for the ball every time. You don't get to play all the time, so why are you not calling for, I'm out, whatever. And just, I think nerves a little bit, but, the opportunity's there, so that was good for them to, get some time, but also get some kills and stuff like that too.
Coach, you're off the rest of this week. You'll come back next week, and I don't know if my schedule's correctly. Right now it says MOBAP. Is that game was?
That got canceled.
So what's your next game then?
So we go to Hutch next week.
Hutch next weekend.
Yep.
So a long break. Is that a good opportunity for the team to get a little bit healthier and to work on a few things?
That's what we're hoping. I mean, it worked out good the way it is. I got both middles out. And I got Mariana's a little bit tender on her back, but she did okay. But those two middles for sure. One of them started all the time, Peyton, and Ella's hoping to get her back. She got an X-ray today. It's negative, but just a matter of tender and trying to get her back. So the 4 or 5 days before we go back and play again. But we go to Hutch for playing, good team. Butler's in top 15, 16, Iowa Western. I mean, we got to play next week or we're going to, not be good.
Coach, thank you so much. We'll talk to you again down the road.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's the head coach of the Mineral Area Lady Cardinals, Tim Copeland, on the Hubs Pub and Grill post-game show. We'll quickly take a timeout, come back, and wrap things up from the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse on KFMO. Still on for like one final time on the Hubs Pub and Grill post-game show. The Mineral Area Lady Cardinals win it in straights, 25-14, 25-10, 25-7. We'll take a look at some stats as we wrap things up here from MAC. Mineral Area was led in scoring by Kendall Dodd, 6 kills and 4 blocks. Mariana Miller with 6 kills and 2 aces. Alandria Blue had 3 kills and 2 aces. Giovanna Mai had 5 kills. Liani Lima with 4 kills, as was Reese Gray, a Berkeley Benfield kill and 2 blocks, and an ace from Katie Huster and Summer Meyer. For Lewis and Clark, 6 kills from Harris Legender leads the way, 4 kills from Chloe Carbon, a kill and 2 blocks for Jenna Hood, a kill for Caitlin Haas, a kill for Savannah Billings, 1 as well for Gabby Sievers, Peyton Dunn, and Maddie Mancuso. Mineral Area wins it in straights to improve to 12-3, while Lewis and Clark falls in straights. They fall now 3-9 on the season. One final time, I'm Jared Pettis saying so long from the Bob Seekers Fieldhouse. Lady Cardinals win it in straight sets, 25-14, 25-10, 25-7.